Hey Addie, great to see you again.
Hey, good to see you.
How was the rest of your tailgate?
It was good. I ended up not going to the game. Did you?
I did.
Yeah, I stayed at the tailgate, but I heard it was a good game.
It was.
Yeah?
It was.
Did you leave at halftime or?
I did. Unfortunately, I had to run somewhere, but it was a good time for the time being. There's always my business card real quick. My name, email, phone number's on there. I'm big on communication, so any hours of the day, feel free to text, call, email me.
Awesome.
Get my pen out. I think you said you were pretty strict on time. You still have the full 20 minutes today?
Yeah, I sure did.
Awesome. And to utilize your time to the best we can, I made up a little agenda. I want to do a quick introduction, let you know that my company is kind of doing, my position, and then we'll go into the bulk of the conversation. Just want to ask a few questions, see what the company's doing, what's happening, and any problems or things you're working on specifically. Does that sound?
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Awesome. Do you mind if I take notes?
No, go ahead. Perfectly fine.
Thank you. And then, is there another decision maker or anyone on your team that would benefit from this conversation?
I'm definitely gonna have to relay some of this back to the rest of my team. But as far as today, you're talking to the right person, so just me for now.
Absolutely. That sounds good. So moving into it, I did some homework on you guys last night. Not gonna lie.
Good.
The main thing that really struck out to me was your sales. Being a salesman myself, I was always doing the sales of different companies, and specifically, I know 2013, that was your flagship year. Did very well.
Yep.
Did around 90 million, and then you guys, I don't know if it was the marketing or something happened, but in 2015, did around 470 million.
Yeah, that's right.
That is, congratulations. That is unheard of.
Thank you.
So I just want to understand, I guess, what are you working on specifically that is driving this sales, this huge growth?
Right now, I would definitely say it's our focus on our customers, which is what we're founded on.
Mm-hmm.
It's our slogan.
Okay.
It's all about the customers. That's definitely what's gotten us where we are today in those sales. But because we are growing at such a rate, that growth needs to be sustained by systems that can handle those relationships.
Yep.
Our CRM system specifically is definitely where we need to grow with our sales at the way that they're going right now.
Absolutely. And speaking of goals, so now in 2015, almost 500 million. Do you know a current, I guess, revenue goal you want to hit by 2017?
I would say that we would want to add another half to that. So take what we had before and add a whole other half to that.
So 750?
Yeah, I think that's what we're looking at.
Yeah. Very good. And then your goal specifically, I know you're new to the IT directorship role. Are there any goals specifically tailored to your position?
Definitely the CRM system. I'll be very involved with that. And growth in our different systems within the IT department, but our CRM is definitely going to be the focus for this year.
Your CRM goal. So you said this year you want to have this implemented by the end of 2017?
I would like to have the buying process and implementation started off and finished by 2015, but then training done a year from then, so 2 years altogether.
Okay, 2 years. So the system by end of 2017. Tack on another year for that. For all the training.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That sounds very standard for implementing CRM software. Awesome. Is there a revenue goal? Just curious, revenue goal that you're in charge of out of the 750?
Me personally, no. So that's gonna be above me.
Okay, absolutely. So looking into the CRM, just verify again, that's the number one thing you're working on?
Definitely.
Absolutely. So looking underneath that, what are some of the problems associated with that?
One of our biggest problems is sales tracking. We're able to track from start to finish, but we're definitely having things lost within the process. that aren't being tracked the way we wanted, and it's definitely resulting in loss in sales.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, secondly, I would say our automated email marketing. Communication is important, and so we want to build that out. Lead generation and conversion, we're having some issues with that. More just wanting to grow it than anything.
Okay.
And also effective order processing, and that kind of goes along with the issues that we're having with our sales tracking.
Absolutely. So the first thing you mentioned, the sales tracking, you mentioned losing sales. Has there been, big accounts that have left you guys, or can you explain that?
In the past, I would say 2 years, we've lost 2 big clients, and that is something we don't want. They were way bigger clients than we would have liked to have seen go.
Do you recall, how big these companies were, the accounts were?
They were definitely in our top 20 accounts.
Wow.
So those were big losses for us, which is why that's number 1.
Okay. So preventing that is number 1. Absolutely. So in lieu of, lost sales, any other problems currently?
Outside of those, not that are a top priority. So secondly, it would just be the automated email marketing, and that's because communication and our customer relations is so important to us.
Yeah, absolutely. So looking into sales tracking, so that's one of the biggest things we can help you out with. I understand you lost a few accounts. What specifically caused you to lose these accounts in your current system?
The fact that we were not able to start the sale and finish it without there being a loss of information. So between us and the customer, we were having an issue figuring out where the product was and where we were in the sale, and that goes along with the communication that we have with our customers was just not to par.
Okay. Absolutely. So what do you think was causing the? You guys weren't able to find the product, or where there were. What was kind of the backbone was causing this communication?
I would say it had to do with the fact that we didn't have one streamlined system, which is why we would really like to implement one unified system throughout the different locations and units.
Okay. Streamlined system. Awesome. Yeah, I found most systems nowadays, it started off very complex. Now having one system.
That's definitely what we're looking at right now.
Yeah, absolutely. That is something we can help you out with. So moving on to automated email marketing, I'm just curious to see, was there a problem that made you realize you gotta change this up specifically, or?
We were having issues with some of our sales representatives when they were looking for customer lists to be able to send out information. It was also a problem with our marketing team when they needed to send out information about different events, or if they were looking for clients for various purposes, they weren't getting the correct people. And we were missing out opportunities on clients that were important to communicate with, just because similar to our sales tracking issue, we had multiple systems going on, and customers were getting lost.
Yep. Okay. Why do you think you guys have multiple systems?
I just don't think that we were ready for the growth.
Okay.
So we started off just that was okay. It was okay to have multiple systems. It was working for us, and now it's not.
Now it's not. Okay. Now, as a result, if it's not working, what were some of the problems? Are there any numbers you're not hitting, or goals you're not hitting?
We're hitting goals, but we want to hit bigger goals.
Okay.
I think is the number one thing. And we have lost, like I said, we lost 2 big clients. That was a huge deal for us. And also, just looking at analytics, we're losing the potential for more clients.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just to double check. everything we've been over real quick. So number one being obviously the company's huge in customer experience. That's a big underplay, customer experience. And so to really boost your experience, your sales tracking is kind of lacking, and then your automated email.
Yes.
Those are the two big things.
Yeah, definitely talk to him.
Okay. Very good. Anything else I didn't cover? Anything else you want to share about sales tracking or automated email marketing?
Not those two. I would just say after that, lead generation and conversion, we also really want to focus on.
Okay. Lead generation and conversion. Okay. What kind of current system using for that?
We are using one system, but like I said, we're just not getting the lead generation and conversion that we want for the sales growth that we're having.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They're just not matching up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have a percentage of increased leads you want your salespeople to hit each?
I would like to see our lead generation and our conversion increase by at least 15%.
15%.
In the next, year or two.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, what steps have you taken currently to, ensure your company hits that 15%?
We've just gone through analytics and taken apart, small bits and pieces of what may be causing that, but I would like to see that on a larger scale and hopefully through something like a system change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, so thank you so much for sharing all that with me. I want to transition into kind of showing you exactly how we can increase the leads by 15%. We can show you, where your customers would be on the system with the whole unified software. Would you mind if I showed you?
No, of course.
So very simple. So this is my account, as you can see. This is the main page, and up here, you can see, if you're on any current campaigns that your sales force is working on, sales cycles. Here's the leads you're asking about, and I know you mentioned how converting these leads has been a problem for you, and that is a problem for a lot of my clients I'm dealing with. And in this software, you can see these names. You can scroll through, see any, click on a name that sounds interesting. Click on the other name. So Norma is one of our most recent clients, and you can see exactly where we are in the sales cycle.
Okay.
What her title is, the company, phone number, her email. It's all here in one system, and you can even look around there.
And is this something that can be communicated to multiple people on the team? So if you have, one of your leads and you make notes on them here, are you able to send or communicate that to other people on your team if they don't have that information?
Yeah, you can. I'm sure I guess a good comparison would be, I assume you guys are using Microsoft for your email.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same way you share a calendar. You can share the Salesforce account, so all your sales manager can look at all his sales teams, all the clients they're dealing with, so he can go in, help them out for that. Anything else you want to?
So as far as lead generation, we're also really looking into creating new accounts, just because we want to grow as much as possible. What does that look like when using Salesforce? Like, have you guys had success doing that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up. We have analytics go through all of our Salesforce clients, and one of my most similar clients, very comparable to you guys revenue wise, they joined Salesforce, and within 18 months of having the whole system running, they had 2% increase in leads. As you saw earlier, very easy to see what's going on. The number's just going to go up. They had 4% new accounts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And to answer your previous question, the way they did that, very simple system. You can go to campaigns, and there's a whole list of active accounts. You can see like this one accounts. We have not contacted them yet. We're not in a sales cycle yet, so we have all the information when it's started, and basically from going through this, you can have the whole market pretty much on here, and that would just help you guys out.
Great.
Tremendously. Any other questions?
Could you talk to me a little bit more about the automation for emails that you guys do through here?
Absolutely, that is a great question. So that's very simple. We can go to right here. Got cute little pictures to keep you entertained.
Okay, I see.
Mm-hmm. So you have all your whole sales team emails, and you just one click. There you go.
And that's accessible to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yep. And this is the same platform that you'd see, your team will see.
And you're able to segment and so on
yeah,
there.
Yeah. So all your contacts, you can segment these contacts. You can see the birthdays of your accounts, the new ones, the recently viewed, and you can segment all that. Anything else I can show you?
I think that's it.
Cool. Absolutely. So that is that. And I'm very confident we can, hit these goals. Like I mentioned, the similar company. A big goal of yours was increase of lead generation by 15%. That was a goal I can almost promise you we can hit that. Obviously can't promise you that, but the similar client over 200% increase in leads. So
yeah, that sounds like a small percentage next to that.
Yeah. So we can definitely translate over that to you. And with that being said, I would like to continue this conversation. Maybe we can introduce some of the other board members.
Yeah, I'd definitely be interested in that.
Absolutely. Is there a good time next week?
How about Wednesday at this time?
Wednesday at this time?
Yeah.
I can do that. I'll send you an email. Now, is there any other of your team that you want me to email, reach out to?
No, it's okay. I'll handle that for you.
Absolutely. Okay. Any further questions you have for me?
Yeah. What is pricing for you guys?
Okay, so looking into what we can do for you, I would like to talk about price next meeting.
Okay,
so
we don't have a hard line, so that's fine.
Okay, because there's it's talked about a lot of things. We'll get you the sales training software, we'll get you the lead generation, and it's hard to say exactly because we'll package deal, all this. We'll figure out the exact total of this. So next Wednesday, I'll have it for you. We'll show you the software, show you your other board members' software, talk about price, then we can move on from there.
Sounds great.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Eddie. I'll give some time back for you, and I'll talk to you Wednesday.
All right. It was nice to meet you.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
How long do you think that was?